Hi, it's David Hyra, the CFO, that's Chief Fun Officer for Snowball Express. I want to tell you about this, this walk of gratitude this year. It's going to start off with an actual parade. We're going to have a parade where the families are lined up watching the parade and the general public. But what they don't know is that as the last part of the parade passes the families by, that they will roll into the street following the mayor of Fort Worth, Mayor Price, and they will then walk down the street part of the parade, but as it turns into the walk of gratitude, past the public and up to a main stage where all the activities, festivities will occur. I want you to know your part in this. I want you to get a kind of an overview of where to park, what to do, and so watch this, please, so that you have your understanding. If you have any questions, let me know, but here it is. So this is an aerial view, and this is going north. For most of us, we're going to be coming up Main Street, which is over here. We're going to be turning right on Exchange. And as you come into the stockyards on Exchange, the buses will be unloading, way up over here. This is where the buses will be coming down. They'll be coming onto Exchange Street. As they come down here, this is called Mule Alley. It's just an alley between buildings, but we're gonna have a bus right across here. That's where, so the kids can't see all of the parade that's all ready to go. The parade's gonna come out of here and down the street. So, now we're down Exchange Street. It dead ends down into here to the stage, just so you know. There's a railroad track right about here, just a single railroad that doesn't really operate. And so what we're going to do is ask the public to be here to here and on this side here. So on the sidewalk and on the sidewalk is going to be all the public. They're going to be here by 9 o'clock. The parade begins at 10. So they'll be here by 9 o'clock. On the stage we'll have music going, speakers down the street. The buses will unload, come down here, and we're going to put the Snowball families, butt them up against the public, and down to here, and down to here. So this is all Snowball families. At 10 o'clock, the parade begins. It's going to start with this fire truck that's blocking. It's going to come out and come down the street. The next element is going to come behind them. It's the stagecoaches following the behind. And then the next item and the next item and the band and the cheerleaders, all that's going to come out of here and come down. All the families, Snowball families, will be cheering and then going past the public. And when it hits the stage, that's where all of the elements are going to come back and loop back around, coming back to the parking. And the parking is behind Mule Alley for the parade people. If you're part of the parade, that's where you're going to park, is back in here, just so you know. Okay, so now that you know that, the last piece of the parade, as it comes out and around, it's the very last thing is going to be Mayor Price, Betsy Price, the mayor of Fort Worth, and we're also going to have banner holders that say Snowball Express. And as she comes here, we're going to start asking the last families of Snowball, come join the mayor, come join in the walk. And as they start coming off the sidewalk, as she goes on, we have people positioned on both sides of the sidewalk to help guide those people to follow the mayor. Because at this point now, it becomes the walk of gratitude. The parade is finishing here, and now the mayor is leading the families as they come off the sidewalk and follow her all the way to the stage. So we want to keep rolling them in. The public is now clapping for the Snowball families as they gather all the way around this area. And then our people again will then ask the public to come behind them and kind of cocoon them around the stage. If you are on the stage, do know that you will come down Exchange Street, up and around. When you hit the stage, turn left, up and around, and back here is where you're going to be parking. You'll see a big giant RV. That's going to be your green room. We will have coffee and donuts for you there, as we will back here for the other parade people. We'll also have space heaters as needed, and that's how that's going to work. Hopefully you'll understand your position. If you are in the stage show, if you're a VIP, if you're speaking, that's where you're going to be at the stage. If you're part of the parade prior, you'll want to be back here in Mule Alley, again, parking back here. It's important that you know that you have to be here no later than 8 o'clock in the morning, and we'll have everybody staged by 9 o'clock in the morning. Even though the parade doesn't begin till 10, you've got to get here because traffic's going to be a bear, and we need to have you in place so that we're not doing last minute scrambling. That's it. Hope that makes sense. Take a look at some of this video now so that you'll get to see it visually. This isn't as professional as it should be, but as I turn onto Exchange Street, you're going to find out that this is the Fort Worth Stockyards. Now, as I've turned off of the main street, I'm going to let you see that right here on my left is where the families are going to be coming in from. In other words, the buses are going to be parked way down there. The kids will be coming off, and they're going to be walking this way to get ready for the parade and the Walk of Gratitude, which is going to happen starting at about this street down to the end. This street here on the right, there's going to be a fire truck blocking the street, and that alley right there is where we're going to stage the parade. So the very first thing on the parade is going to be on this first part, and then the second part of the parade will be behind it, and the next, all the way to the back. So the entire parade we're going to have staged, ready to go, a fire truck here. At exactly 10 o'clock, we're going to start the parade, and the fire truck is going to move and start leading the parade. The families will be here on the right, on the sidewalk, and here on the left. We're going to keep them on the sidewalk here, the families first, as the parade comes down the street. Now, the general public will be here by 9 o'clock. Already in place on the sidewalk. The Snowball families will be disembarking those buses at 9 o'clock. So the families are going to be asked to come all the way down. I'm sorry, the public is going to start right about here, almost to the railroad track. So we're going to have all the public here on this end. The Snowball families are going to be asked to stand way back there because, let me just get down here for a second. Yeah, so public will be there because the parade is going to go by the Snowball families and then go by all of the public as they come here to where there's going to be a stage right in front of those stairs. And when that happens, as soon as all the families, as soon as all the parade makes it to here and passes all the public, the very last thing with the parade is going to be, when the very last part of the parade comes by, then we are going to ask the families. So here we are at the back of Mule Alley. This is where you're going to be parking. You're going to have this entire lot back here to park in. It's a little muddy now, so if it's rainy, just know it's going to be a little muddy. But all of you are going to park, get out, and then this alley is where we're going to stage that parade. So once you know your placement and the order that we'll be sending to you, this entire alley will be empty, and we're going to stage, we're at the end of the parade now, then we'll place the second to last, third to last, fourth to last, fifth to last, all the way to the very front of that parade. So by 8 o'clock, we need everybody to be staged and in their place here. 8 o'clock is when we're asking everyone to be in their place. At this point here, there's going to be a fire truck blocking this. That's so that when the families come in and get on the sidewalk, that they can't see the surprises that are to come. The parade is going to come out at this point and start here. To my left and to my right on the sidewalks are going to be the Snowball families on this end. Snowball families will be on the sidewalk, left and right, and we're going to stage them all the way down to the railroad track that you'll see down here. Depending on how much of the public gets here. If we get a lot of public, it might start just this side of the track. So now the Snowball families are there, the public is here. Why? So that when the parade starts, it goes past the Snowball families, comes past the public, and up to this very end, where it says Armour Swift, that's going to be a giant stage there. And once the parade gets here, it's going to turn right, and all the parade is going to circle back again, right back to where we came from. But the show and everything else will happen right here. As the last part of the parade passes the Snowball families, the mayor is going to be walking at the last part of the parade, inviting the Snowball families off the street to follow her, and now they'll follow the parade, and they'll become part of the Walk of Gratitude. The music will shift and change, and as now the parade, end of parade, and then the Snowball families walk past the public, they will gather in this whole area, in front of this stage. And as the last of the Snowball families come, then the public will be asked to follow and be behind them. And everybody will take part in this next 25-minute presentation and show. Now you know.